Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is February 4th, 2021, and we're going to do a quick update on SPX, Workhorse, Zoom, and Uber. These are the stocks that I'm watching coming in for tomorrow. So before we dive in, actually, I like to do the usual. Follow me on my Instagram page where I post updates on the markets, all right, individual names and cryptocurrencies. Also, don't forget, subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so that whenever I post these helpful videos for you guys can get the notification and stay up to date with what's going on in the markets. So here we go. Crazy week. Definitely crazy week. So if you've been following along, we've been tracking and we're looking for this price action. Exactly this. We broke into new highs. Okay. Super bullish. RSI looking strong. MACD looking strong. All right. What more do we want? Hopefully you guys were on the right side of the trade and taking advantage, but always remember, key is to take profits when you can and pay yourself. Let them run or take partial profits. Your risk management is always cater and tailored to your overall account size. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is that we are close to the near of the top. This is my first target in the S&P, somewhere around the 39.15 area to the 39.32 area. I know there are targets out there for $4,000 SPX, and that's acceptable. That's pretty, and I do believe that's where we're gonna go before we roll over. Okay, but if we do a quick recap so that you guys are up to date, coming off from the low of October, okay, we printed an impulsive first wave, then we corrected into wave 2. We then printed 5 wave up to wave 3. Oh, actually, I don't know why this doesn't save, but I have to shift all of this one count over. So we then printed 5 waves up into wave 3, and then we corrected this move in a 3-wave fashion. You know, this was spot on 100%. If we do an extension, right, taking it from the high to the low of wave A, and then extended to the wave B, we see that we came into the exactly precise 100% extension of this whole wave A, which is pretty appropriate for wave 4. We're now printing impulsively up into our new wave, our final wave 5 to complete the overall wave 1. Okay, so just yeah, so that's the way I'm looking at it. But I wanted to share with you guys a pretty, how do I explain this, a pretty aggressive and overly optimistic wave count. I know I've been calling the top here, and I am. I mean, I'm sticking to this count, which I think is valid. You know, I feel like a lot of people are overly optimistic and bullish. I am bullish in the markets, but sometimes we just have to take a little step back and see how things unfold, and not over trade or overextend our welcome in the markets, because if we have profits, the market will always find a way to take it back. So something to keep an eye on is keep watch of this zone here, as this area was this trend line. Let me draw this with this guy here. Was support here, over support here, acted as support here, and now it was resistance, and now it could be as resistance in this zone. Chances are that we go up, test it, come back down, okay, into the supply zone, and then we can ramp up higher into our new all-time high. That is possible. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. So yeah, let me take you to the other wave count. So let me bring you up actually to the daily chart so that we can put these side by side. This is something that I was working on the side. And this wave count here that you see on the right is the most optimistic and bullish count. I mean, both of them are bullish, okay? But this one really does take the cake, I'll say. Let me explain to you. Okay, so in comparable to, let me see here. Okay, yeah. How these two compare is that we are calling the top, our preferred interpretation is that we're calling the top of wave 1 here in this zone, okay? Whereas in our secondary count, we're calling the top of wave 1 that completed back in August. All right, and then we corrected in 3 wave to form wave 2, which if we do take a fib extension or retracement of this entire wave structure, it is appropriate that wave 2 finished in the 23.6% fib extension or fib retracement of the entire structure. That's appropriate, and that's very shallow to say the least, but it fits within the guidelines. And then we're moving up into wave 3, which would fall or terminate 100% of wave 1, would actually finish within the $4,500 region of the S&P. What I don't like about this wave structure is that it breaks one of the guidelines or one of the rules. Actually, I shouldn't say rules. It's a guideline because rules are not set in stone, but they're meant to be broken as well. But anyway, one of the guidelines is that wave 3 is the longest wave, but can never be the shortest. Okay, let me repeat that. Wave 3 is the longest of the waves, but can never be the shortest. Okay, so what do I mean by that? What I mean is that typically wave 3 could be 100% or more of wave 1 of the extension of wave 1. So if we take a measure move or a retracement, an extension from the low to the high of wave 1 to wave 2, we note that we didn't print to the high of the 100% at the very least to the 100% extension of wave 1. Okay, so that's the only thing I don't like. There are exceptions, but we're very far off, and that's pretty unlikely. But in the event that this is in fact, it's crazy to say, but anything can go in this market, and again, this is the Elliott wave theory, and these guidelines are meant to be shifted, and us as traders were meant to adapt to them, right? But coming back to this, if this is in fact the wave structure, then we can potentially see this whole price action extend all the way up to 45.83. It's unlikely just because of this here, but it's not out of the question just yet. Okay, so I didn't mean to throw you off, because I know that we've been tracking this wave count here, and now I'm presenting to you a brand new one, but this was just an idea that we should have in our back pockets. Okay, so let me discount that for now. So going back to this, if we can recap, so once we reach the top, right, let's keep an eye out on this trend line for it to be retested. Maybe we consolidate or print the inside bar and then move higher to these levels. All right, so that's what we're gonna keep our eyes on. Let's go to Zoom. Zoom is this chart has been giving me a little bit of white hair. So this falling wedge has been in progress since October 19th all the way up until now, February 1st. So it's taken about, it's taken about 105 days to correct this entire impulsive action. All right, so what's the good news is that I've been tracking this closely, and what we notice now is that we had a hard time breaking this zone here. We consolidated for a few days, very choppy price action, but this whole trend line was acting as resistance. Okay, and we finally broke out of it 3 days ago, and we've been now since testing it. Okay, so I think that Zoom is ready to go. I think that we actually, I mean, this is now or never. Okay, for us to start printing wave. I guess it's wave 3. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's dive into our 1 hour chart, and we can, or the start of wave 3 or wave 1. My apologies. Unless wave E ended here, then we can call this wave 1 down in 2, and now we're starting to print wave 3. In either case, okay, we found support in the golden pocket, all right, and we were finding support in our trend, in our downtrend channel. So keep an eye out and really follow Zoom. Next chart here is Uber. Uber is another one that's on my list. Okay, so if I bring you up to the daily chart. So from the low of March, we printed 5 waves to complete wave 1. We then corrected into wave 2, and now we are in the process of completing wave 3. Okay, so up in 1, down in 2, 3, down in 4, and now we're ramping up higher to complete wave 5 of 3. These are my target zones. As you can see here, we have some level of flip clusters, all right, within the 75 and 69 handle in Uber. So that's the targets that I'm aiming for. So if we do in fact keep on going higher in the markets, this is potentially a trade setup that I like to keep an eye on, and I'm not gonna let this get out or leave us behind. So keep this one on watch as well. So the last and but not least is Wkhs. Okay, Wkhs is a relatively new name, but as we can see here, Wkhs is a beast of a stock. Okay, and we just broke out of our wedge. Okay, so we consolidated for a few days and finally broke out. The only thing that has me concerned, and I should just get this out of the log scale, is that normally this whole action here is the way we can find the top is that one trick is that it will move as how to explain this? It'll move the extension of the widest portion of the wedge. So if we copy this exact, we can see that we potentially are within that zone already. So I say give this a few days for it to consolidate, but my initial price target is around the 51 to the 69 handle. This is all indicative of the markets ramping up a little bit higher. All right, but as we know, this EV space has been pretty active since Biden took office based on his agenda. Okay, so that's it for today, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please follow me on Instagram on Trending Waves, and consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email or leave a comment below or DM me on Instagram, and I'll be happy to answer. Alternatively, join our Discord chat, which I will leave a link in the description. We have a group of traders there that are all growing together and eager to learn. Okay, so there you have it. Thank you so much and have a good night.